Welcome, guys. My name is Miranura McDonald. I am a journalist and a digital marketer. Today, I am the moderator of the 1K campaign. And yeah, I'm going to have to pass on the mic to the 3 startup companies that we have today. Yeah, it's a great partnership, Elevate, Waape, and Rwazi. So I think we're gonna go in that respective order and like explain what we do. So I think I'm gonna start with Elevate.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Cool. All right. My name is Stanley Kamutebi, and I'm here excited to be representing Elevate today. I am in my official capacity as the Chief Digital Officer. We're creative, Elevate. We're a creative and advertising agency that deals mostly in digital solutions. Our solutions include digital marketing, brand fabrication, strategy and planning, campaign management, and a host of other activities. We've been lucky enough to work with all these other startups that are on here today, and we're just excited that they've decided to include us in this campaign. Yeah.
Yes, I think the next, Rwazi.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Joseph Rutakangwa. I run Rwazi, and what we do is we provide organizations with on-ground data on products, services, and activities from developing countries, right? So right now we have a big presence in Africa. The way we harvest the data is we utilize a network of mappers who are data collectors spread across towns, villages, municipalities, and cities, right? And currently we have mappers in 40 African countries. We have a network of 6,000 mappers who are data collectors. And the reason, we have this, campaign, we saw that it's important to launch this campaign at this moment is because we're now we're at a time where we have a greater need of more data from these countries, more than the mappers that we currently have, right? So we want to ramp up our mapper network to about 1,000 mappers per city, targeting the 40 major cities across Africa. And we're very happy, to partner with Waape, which is, of course, they will explain themselves, but they're focused on training, young people with regards to the gig economy here in Africa, and of course, eventually abroad. And also Elevate, who have been, they've been our design partners for a while now. If you go to our website, rwazi.com, you'll see how beautiful it is. It's because of these guys. And we're partnering with this campaign to now they'll be in charge of, the content and all the artwork and so forth. So we're excited and looking forward to see how, we can help young people across the continent to get more gigs and add necessary skills for their own development.
All right. Last but not least, Waape.
Hi everyone. My name is Natasha. Katanyoki. I am team head, CEO, and co-founder at Waape. Waape is a matchmaking platform between business owners, employers, and talented people out there that are looking to get exposed to earning opportunities. So Waape realizes that there are very many people in Uganda and in Africa as well that have accumulated skills over time. However, they are still unemployed, probably because they do not have access to these earning opportunities, or they just do not know where to find them. So what Waape does, Waape has a platform that is AI integrated, but also that helps to use an algorithm we call blind matching to create a match between these earning opportunities and the people out there that have accumulated skill over time and would like to put their skills to use. Waape is very excited to be part of this partnership, mostly because Waape has found a huge earning opportunity with Rwazi, one that we are going to bring out here to all the people that would like to join the network of mappers. Yes, so that is the reason Waape is here, because Waape has a talent pool of people that would like to engage in these opportunities, and that is why Waape is part of the 1K campaign. So we're really excited about it, and we cannot wait to change people's lives, expose them to this opportunity. And of course, Elevate is here for all our brand identity and all our branding needs. So yes, Waape is very, very excited to be here.
Before we go into the depth of all this, I'd like one of you to explain the difference between a partnership and a merge. Anyone?
Okay, so fine. So a partnership is basically when companies or individuals decide to work together on a specific project, which has a beginning and it might have an end or not, but it's a specific project, right? A merger is when companies or individuals share their capital. So they share their entire capital structure, they share all their organizational resources, and rather than so the accounting structure and all that becomes one unit rather than two separate units. So in a merger, if it was a merger, then we won't have the CEO of Waape and then the CEO of Rwazi. It will be one CEO, and everything will be one. So this is a partnership. Elevate, Waape, and Rwazi, they're still individual, independent companies, but they're working together on a project, which is to create this, 1,000 gigs per city for 40 cities across Africa. And of course, we can expand the mission to other cities and all that, but the companies retain their individual identity and structures. So yeah, that's the partnership.
I totally agree.
Yeah. My second question will go to Natasha from Waape. Why this partnership?
Okay. All right. Wow. That's interesting. So why the partnership? Like I already stated at the start, the reason as to why Waape is here is to give talented individuals access to earning opportunities, right? And on the other hand, we have the business owners or the employers that would like to use their business challenges as opportunities. Now, Waape has gotten the earning opportunity, which is Rwazi wanting to expand their network of mappers over all these cities. So because Waape has a platform where these talented individuals can actually find the opportunities, we felt like there could be no better partnership. I mean, on this side, the opportunities, then on this side, we do have the individuals that are willing to be mappers and individuals that are out for opportunities. So we thought that this would be a huge opportunity for us to, first of all, use our platform to actually make actual job placements and expose people to the opportunity, but also to be in constant, working relation with fellow startups, to know how things are done, to get to explore all these things out there. So we thought that this is a perfect partnership for what we stand for, and also to satisfy the needs of the employer, who would in this case be Rwazi.
Yeah, brilliant work. Obviously, three brilliant startup companies that we have here today in the 1K campaign. Yes, and I would the second question, the question that I have for you guys now is the 1K campaign. What are the goals of the 1K campaign? And I think you start with Elevate.
Okay. So our goals really for this campaign, we intend to put 1,000 youth in each and every major city in Africa. Over 40 major cities in Africa would like to register 1,000 youth who are going to work with Rwazi and Waape as mappers. You know, we're at a time when African economies are hemorrhaging jobs. You know, before jobs were already difficult to come by, but now even more. The bigger companies now can't take on people. So I think that's when we come in, creating opportunities for these people to utilize them at a time when gigs and jobs and money in general is very hard to come by. So our goal is to register 1,000 mappers in 40 major cities across Africa. Yes. These mappers, these guys are going to speak more on that, but just to chime in a little there, these mappers are going to help us when it comes to collecting data information, but the gist of this thing is that consumers are the heart and soul of when it comes to marketing. They're the heart and soul. So they're the people you're supposed to get all this information from. Very many companies are out there that sell data on consumers and on products. But Rwazi, Waape, and Elevate believe that the people who consume the end product are the best people to collect this data. They're the best people to tell us which products are good, which products are not moving well in certain areas. And really, it's about community. They're supposed to feel a part of the community, and they're supposed to, for them to be able to, offer insightful and reliable information that their brands, the brands that they're passionate about, can use to can rely on to make effective decisions. Yeah.
Yeah, great stuff. Razi,
Okay, cool.
what are the goals that you came with into this partnership?
So the goals, so we have the primary objective, the immediate objective is to have, more mappers for data collection activities that are on demand right now, right? So we have gigs that are open right now in various countries, and bigger gigs that are upcoming next month that needs, that is a high volume gigs that needs a lot of people, right? And as you know, with the gig work scenario, it's voluntary. So someone who signs up to become a mapper, they are not forced to work in certain hours or in certain places. So it's up for them to decide how many hours to work and how many gigs to do per day, and so forth. So in the end, based on our system, we calculate that we need about 1,000 mappers per each one of these cities that we'll be collecting data from to be on board, so that if you have, it's like the necessary critical mass for us to reach the data collection objectives that we have urgently on a monthly basis. On top of it, the reason our model looks like this, like the reason we collect data using young people in developing countries, is because you have, right now, of course, we all know Africa has the youngest workforce. The workforce right now is about 200 million, young people who have jobs, who don't have jobs. They're educated, they have smartphones, they have access to internet, but they don't have income generating opportunities, right? And the option mainly in most of these African countries, it's either you do manual labor, like masonry and carpentry and all that, or you have an office job, right? And if it takes about 5 years to get an office job after graduation, many people who have college degrees or tertiary education, they don't want to do manual labor. Of course, I know I didn't. So they end up staying at home, being idle. So what are the options? If you look at developed countries, they have options like you flip burgers at McDonald's. people laugh at flipping burgers at McDonald's, but that's a good job. It's a viable job. You make an income. You move days, and you can invest that in your other ventures. But in Africa, that's just blank. You can't do these normal gigs. You can't you don't have things like most people are not connected on platforms like freelancer.com or Fiverr or the likes, and even if there aren't enough local opportunities for them to get paid through, right? So as Rwazi, our objective is get these massive companies. That's one side on the demand part. But on the other side, you have massive organizations, whether they're in Africa or they're in Europe or America or the likes. They are doing heavy investments and expansions into Africa, and they don't have on-ground data, right? And the resources that they look at for data is ministries, government ministries, and chambers of commerce and all that. And those guys have data which is like 10 years old, and the data is cooked. We're all from Africa. We know how the things go on the ground. People cook data. And the data, it doesn't really take someone to the point. So for instance, if I'm a consumer products company, if I'm looking at data on the distribution of certain products in the market, I want to know where the retailers are. Geolocation, I want to drive to get to those points for delivery and the likes. But this doesn't exist, right? And so you have these companies, they have money, they want to invest, they want to expand, but they don't have data to make those decisions. And you have locals who, they exist, the customers, they exist in the areas where the companies want to invest in, so they can provide the data and get paid for it. So Rwazi connects the two sides. And right now, fortunately, we're at a point where we're getting massive orders from companies in different countries to harvest data from Africa. Mostly starting in major cities and going in the villages. And we're at a point where we have a lot of demand, and we have 6,000 mappers, but that's not enough. We need to ramp it up. So we need, right now we're on a campaign. This 1K campaign is to get us to 40,000 mappers, and then if we can exceed, that's good. And all the mappers will have the data collection gigs and so forth. Now, that is an initial stage. You collect data, you earn your income. That's good. But then, how do you then develop? Because the new scenario that we've seen, the company harvests the data, they're happy with it. They now want to expand into, let's say, Uganda, but they want to hire people. So who do I hire? The first goal is whoever collected my data in Uganda, I want those guys as sales reps and all that, right? But now, who is going to train those guys with the skills and necessary, mindsets and work ethics and all that is necessary to succeed? Now, that's where Waape comes in, right? So we have seen that Waape is, Waape has set itself as the platform where people won't just get one-off gigs, but they'll be prepared for long-term opportunities, whether with their own ventures or freelancing or or if they can permanent positions. So we are looking at this partnership. This is a start, but eventually we'll be helping mappers gain the necessary skills and mindset and work ethics to be able to work with these companies that are expanding in different cities.
All right, brilliant. Yes, Waape, what are the objectives that you're coming with into this 1K campaign that are going to evolve the whole employment process in Uganda? First, because
right.
there are 40 cities, right? There are 40 cities.
Yeah.
We're going to convert. But first, we have to look at home, the 1K opportunities that we're going to be giving the people.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mark. So of course, the very first objective is to reduce the level of unemployment. Yeah, we all know that one of the problems that Waape came to solve is the high level of unemployment in Africa. Majorly, we have over 420 million youth that are either unemployed or underemployed. Now, if we're in a situation where we have an opportunity like this one, where we are supposed to expose over 1,000 individuals in 40 different cities. That means we're not only attacking the issue of unemployment, but we're also spreading the opportunities via various countries in Africa. So that means we're tackling the problem in different places. So one of the objectives is to first of all solve the issue. We cannot, of course, finish it up with just this, but this is even just the start. This is just the start. So our main objective is to expose these people to these opportunities, because, like Joseph said, there are very many youth, young people here. They have access to the internet, they have devices, but they don't have any opportunities. Now, with the pandemic and everything that has been going on, we have to adjust to the new normal, right? We have also learned that it is those that are working remotely that have been able to persevere through this time. So what are we trying to do? We're trying to reduce the level of unemployment, but also introducing our new way of doing things, that you can work from wherever you are. You're working for Elevate. Elevate is probably in Uganda, but you're somewhere else in another country, probably Nigeria. But you can still be able to execute your tasks and submit them and get paid without even necessarily having to travel to Uganda or sit in an office. So that is what we're trying to do. We're trying to reduce the level of unemployment, but also introduce a new way of doing things, change the whole, currents to how things are happening, but also to execute the usage of a platform to show people that we can make actual placement. Earning opportunities are there, and all they need is access to them.
Brilliant stuff. I like what you've said about the access. How are the youth, the audience, your primary audience, how are they going to have access to these jobs and to these opportunities?
Yeah, good one.
What
Okay.
process are they going to go through to actually receive these opportunities, to go out there and reach for them? Because I'm very sure there's so many people that are hearing this that would want to actually come and seize the moment,
Yeah. Okay. For all those that have joined us, like courtesy of Elevate again, a number of artwork has been going out, and there has been a link attached where people can actually get started and join the campaign. Now there will be a registration where people can actually click and register as mappers based on the skill sets that are available for the mappers. So all these registration details are going to be everywhere on the social media pages of Rwazi, Elevate, Waape, but also on the website of Waape, which is www.waape.ug. And yes, people can apply, people can submit their portfolios and get started.
All right. The benefits of the 1K campaign to Elevate as a company and to the audience.
Well, for us, the 1K campaign to us as Elevate, being a team of young people, it's already exciting. So one of the major benefits is that it's putting young people to work. That's something that stood out for me and has been the main reason why we're so excited about this. Many of us are just out of university. People have no work. All the work they have, like earlier mentioned, is they're underpaid. So we need them to embrace the idea of doing other jobs, gigs. You go to work, you come back from work, and maybe walk around your locality, collect a few facts and information about products and about how they're retailed and how they're sold, and you get an opportunity to make extra money. Earlier on, we mentioned that in the States, people are okay if you're flipping burgers at McDonald's, but not here. People are only looking for what I don't know what kind of jobs people are looking for, but they look down on those. And yet, the entire goal is for you to be the whole goal. The objective is for you to be financially independent, to make money, and money is everywhere. So that's one of our major things that we're excited about, that people are going to be put to work. But also as a marketing agency, we work with lots of companies and organizations, and we've seen it firsthand how difficult it is to market blindly. It's extremely difficult when a client reaches out to you and they need help to reach out to people with their product, and you can't access data, and you have to write and target and reach out to people, but you're doing it blindly. So it's always, let's try and fail, let's try and fail. But with data, people will be able to make more informed and market conscious decisions. So for us, I think those are the two main things that have excited us about this campaign. Over to you, Mark.
This also to be seen as a company, and also what are the benefits of being the freelancer? What benefits do you expect coming into this 1K campaign and 1K campaign?
So what are the benefits? Can you repeat the question, please?
What are the benefits of Rwazi as a company coming
Yes.
into the 1K campaign, and what are the benefits of me, Mark Donald, 1K campaign, hoping to get a job as a freelancer?
Also, so what are the benefits of Rwazi setting up the 1K campaign, right? And what are the benefits for the local person in Uganda to join in, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So okay. So the first part for Rwazi, then it's obviously if we get more Ugandans, for instance, we're looking for 1,000 people in Kampala. If we get 1,000 or more people in Kampala to map, then our capacity to provide data to organizations which are looking for data in Uganda, starting with Kampala, is huge, right? For example, just give an example. We're working with different organizations harvesting data from Uganda, and one of them is called Sunda Global Technologies. It's a Japanese company. They're setting up water distribution systems across Uganda, and the value here is because these companies are doing mass mapping across. They're doing mass mapping across different countries. The more people that we have, the more mappers we have on ground, the better our capacity to harvest that data in a short time, right? What's in it for the mapper? Of course, it's an income generating opportunity, and on top of that, they can build skills and even get hired by these companies on a more regular basis. So we don't have one-off gigs. We have many gigs coming through, and once you work on one gig and it's done, you have more gigs to work on, and it could be either you have one of these companies that are putting out these data orders want to hire you, then you get hired, or you continue doing gigs, or you use the money you get from gigs to start your side business, or use the money from gigs to go through school. There's so many use cases. We've seen so many use cases for mappers. They use the money to pay for their rent, food, to support their siblings, families, and all that. Others use the money to set up side ventures. So there the bigger part is, as you're collecting data for different gigs in different industries, you're learning what's going on in those industries. So you can see the gaps because you're on the ground, you're collecting the data, you're seeing the gaps in this, because some things you're not aware of, even if as a customer or a normal person in the population, you're not aware of problems and gaps, right? But when you start collecting data in a structured way, you start seeing like, okay, this is a business opportunity, right? So if you're a person who is entrepreneurial, that's your way to go. It's like you're doing market research for yourself because you're the one on the ground. And the other part, if you're looking for jobs, because you're engaging with so many people and different people, you might find yourself having a job either in one of your interactions, and above all, of course, you're making money in the process.
Yes, 90,000 gigs, 40,000 youth, 40 countries in 40 Africa. We're happy to hear it. We're happy to see it. We'll be glad to experience it. The 1K campaign, we love it. Rwazi, Elevate, and Waape. Any messages that you'd like people to hear, and the platforms where they could reach you.
Just to encourage guys to sign up for the campaign is that, guys, let's come on and help these brands understand us better. We are the consumers, we know what we like, and it doesn't hurt to make some money while you're collecting this data. So let's come and come together, community, collect this data. The brands will use this data to better understand you, better serve you. You'll have less products in the market that you do not want, and you're going to make money. That's the most important thing. Yes.
Exactly. Join us. You can find Rwazi, by Rwazi.com. You can find us on Instagram at Rwazi Ltd, on Facebook the same, and Twitter the same at Rwazi Ltd. Or you can just search Rwazi and you'll see all our handles. You'll see the links to sign up as a mapper. And after you sign up, of course, you start getting gigs shortly, a couple of days after you sign up. Join so that you can, get financial freedom. People make excuses. In Africa, there aren't many opportunities and all that. Now we're bringing opportunities to you. So this is it. Join in, start making some cash, and start developing skills to start ventures and so forth, to develop yourself.
Okay, all right. I'd like to encourage everyone, like everyone has already said, please take part of this opportunity. You can't miss out on this opportunity. Everyone, all those people that have been looking for where to apply their skills, this is it. It is spread over different countries. Anyone can be a mapper. All you have to do is find information, collect data about different products, and there you have an earning opportunity. So please, we encourage you to look out for the registration link, sign up to be part of the campaign, get yourself an opportunity and make that money, like they said. So yes, the links are everywhere. Rwazi Elevate, Waape, www.waape.ug. We're also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter as Waape. You can also email us at hello@waape.io. So please, we are really looking forward to having you all, and we are excited.
Yes, 1K campaign, Elevate, Waape. Happy to see it, happy to experience it. Yes, over and out. I remain Munanura McDonald. Thanks to the audience for the lovely messages. And let's have a blast with this one.
Thank you guys.
Cheers, guys.